Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Awesome Incidentals by Loretta. So I've had a lot of people asking me about how I know they're the newbies, and I've been a newbie, so I'm willing to share my experiences and what I've learned. So I'm going to show you how I paint the mica powder into this mold, and why I chose to do that instead of pouring the colors in, so that you would see how this does. So we're going to begin with I'm using Beaver Dust pigment powders. These colors on these are so vibrant, and I really like these. So they came with a bunch of colors in here. They asked me to try these out, and I have fallen in love, and I will be buying them to get more colors. So let me see if I can get this. All right, so I'm sorry I had to step away there. I had a phone call. So anyway, so we're going to go in here and we're going to start painting this mold. I like to start from the inside and work my way out. Know that whatever color that you put of the mica powder onto the mold, as you work your way out, if you get some of these other colors on top of that color, it's not a problem, because whatever you put there first that's sticking to the mold is what the resin's going to pull out. So it's not going to hurt. That's why I like to work from the inside out. So if I get any colors on there, I don't have to worry about it. So first we're going to use the bronze brown, and I'm going to be putting that on the little flowers, in the middle of the flowers. And I try to just like dab it in there so that I don't flip the brush around, so that I don't get any powder on the other side. If you do, don't worry, you can wipe it off with the baby wipe. I'm going to get that. And then this one. And just make sure you get it in the little nooks and crannies in there. And then I've got a bud over here, so I'm going to put it in on the bottom of that bud. And there we go. All right. Now, let me clean my brush here. And for the newbies, if you're wondering what this is, it is a switching sponge that I get from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. You use that on your makeup brushes when you're using different colors. I got this idea from Marva at Marvelous Artsy, and I'm so thankful to her because it's really cool. It definitely cleans out your bristles so that you can get another color. All right, so I do have a little bit of powder there. I like to get out with that. Take your baby wipe. Let me get it clean. Put it on your finger and kind of, there we go. Okay. All right, now the next color I'm going to go for is the orange, because it's going to be the transitioning color for the sunflowers. And I'm not an artist by any means. I just looked at some sunflowers, and I see that it's got, you know, the transitioning of the colors. So that's what I was going for, and I just lucked out, and it did. And it did it. I'm hoping that it'll do it again. Because there's a detail on this mold that you can see the little areas that is really good for this transitioning. And the mica powder goes into those little details. Here we go. Yeah, I can only hope that it, it comes out like it did last time. We shall see. Okay. Now I'm going to be using the yellow. Oh, I see a... There we go. For the petals. And like I said, at this point, don't worry about it if you get it on the orange or the brown, because the resin is going to pick up the color, the first color you put down, which is the brown and the orange first. Try to make sure you get up on the sides of that, because some of those petals are deeper. Make sure you get up on the sides, because when you put your white pour in, you don't want it to turn out all white. You want it to still have colors of the flower. All right. So I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to pause it and get these petals painted, and then I will be back before the next color. Okay, so I've got the petals painted, and I've cleaned up a little bit where I got it on there. I think I need, because you've got green stems that run through there, and you got to be careful not to get any yellow on those, because it'll pick it up instead of the green that you're going to put in there. Okay. All right, we're going to try that. All right, clean our brush off. All right, and then I'm going to use this Highlands Green. And we're going to put that on the little stems, but I'm going to use a different, I'm going to use like a cotton bud. You can get these on Amazon. They come in a big, large pack of them. I think they're really called makeup applicators, but they make it very easy to get into those little tunnels in here. But makeup applicators do very well on molds when you're messing with mica powders. They do help out a lot. Alright, and I see that's a leaf. Trying to make sure I got all the stems, and I think I do. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna make this leaf down here dark. My thought process was, if the for the leaves that are closest to the root of the roots in the soil would be darker than the leaves that are up here getting a lot of sun. To me, those would be a little bit lighter. So that was my thought process on that. That's why I chose to make these leaves down here a little darker and the other leaves lighter. You do you. Whatever you want to do, you do you. This is just my preference. Doesn't mean you have to do it the same way. You're welcome to do it the same way, but if you want to do something different, you do you, boo. Most definitely. Because everybody has their own taste. This was just my thought process, and it may not be the right process, but it was mine. So, all right. Now I want to dump that excess powder out. And there we go. And I want to clean my brush. You can clean these little makeup brushes. It doesn't clean them back to white, but it does get enough of the mica out of there that you can use them again. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure I'm cleaning up my mold so that the other green will show the lighter. Okay, so and the other green that I want to use is it's a shamrock green. Really pretty. Get some of this excess powder off there and get it in there. And remember, I got this green going into that yellow. Don't worry about it. It will pick up the yellow. It's not going to pick up the green. And I can dust that out of the mold. Dump it out. Okay. All right. I believe we have it all covered. Now, so let me make sure I got all my little packets closed. Get them stowed away. Back in the box. Okay. So, and this is another mold. I'm going to be doing the same thing too. It's just a different mold. It's same technique, but I'm going to be doing that later. So, now what we're going to need is I'm going to mix up some resin and I'm going to be right back. Okay, I've got my resin, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some white pigment to it, just some acrylic paint. That's all I'm going to add to it. It does not have to be mica powder that you add to it. It can be acrylic paint if you're just doing it for the white background. And then make sure you mix it up really well. Scraping your sides so that you get all that acrylic paint mixed in there very good. You see the stringiness? Just mix it till it's not, you can't see that anymore. See, now it's getting opaque. All right. Then you're going to just pour it into your mold. And there you go. So that's all you have to do. I don't usually torch them, but this is a baby torch. I don't use a big torch, but I put a little baby torch. Or you can use alcohol. You can spritz a little alcohol on there to pop any bubbles. And then when it gets cured, we'll be back for the demolding. Hopefully it's going to be like it's supposed to. I'm going to hope. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. All right, I'll see you for the demolding. Welcome back. All right, it's been in the curing machine. It's still a little hot, but it's cured enough to come out of the mold, I believe. So we're gonna demold this and see what we got. Just hope it's gonna be a little bendy, so we gotta be careful. But I wanted to get this video done. And you know, I'm one of those I want it right now kind of people. All right, are y'all ready? There it is. It worked again. I got a little cleaning up to do there on that overspill. That's not hard to get off. It's still a little bendy, so I gotta hold it right. But it worked. So that's how you do it. That's how you put the mica in the mold, and that's what you get. Put that down there. All right. And then the mold, still good. Needs to be wiped off a little bit, but anyway, well, oh, and I had some extras, so I made a bunny. Let's pull him out. Oh, he looks like he got some, no, he's got a little glittering. He's a peep. He's a peep. I'll color his eyes or maybe put some gems in his eyes. I got these little moles. There's 3 different sizes of these little peeps from Temu. I can't wait to make more of them. Anyway, so I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that I was able to share something that you didn't know how to do and that you'll be able to do it. And I really appreciate you coming to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it. If you think about it, it's free. It doesn't cost you nothing, and it helps me grow my channel. If you subscribe, like, and comment, and share, I do appreciate it. So until the next video, hopefully that you're having a great day, great night, great afternoon, whatever your time zone is. And I really appreciate you, all the people that have been with me all along. I really appreciate you. And all the newbies, I thank y'all for coming on board. I hope to get some new exciting things done here pretty soon. So may the Lord bless you mightily. And I'll see you next time. Bye.